Today we are going to see if we can beat Dracula, which I have not been able to do yet because he's quite a difficult customer, as they say. But we will try, and we will probably fail again. But at least we will try. I have much stronger armor than last time I played, but he's a bit of a DPS check, so I'm still gonna have to make sure to get a good bit of that as well. I play solo because playing with other people is actually a lot harder. Spread out these onks early on. Spreading out the onks makes it so that, like, pretty much wherever I throw my onks, they will hit, like, all the zombies on the field. Pick up one of my onks. Might need to upgrade myself. Deep freeze is peak. And another deep freeze, I'll take more. Moonite is pretty effective at these horde monsters because of his gimmick of bouncing ox around. But I don't think his single target damage is very good in this, which makes sense, I guess. For some reason I'm receiving health and I don't really know why. Let's get ironclad. I think we have enough deep freeze. Now we will head this way, and this level is kind of a pain because the zombies are just everywhere. When the large blades bounce around, it is very satisfying. I hate these puddle guys. I hate the puddles. This is why we brutally beat them to death. There's still one guy. That's a puddle guy. I hate those guys. Damage reduction is good. I don't want to get the close damage stuff because the plan is to not get too close to Dracula if we can avoid it. Fire from far away. Alright, this part is pretty rough. I finally figured out what the numbers on the onks are for. It's to show their level, because I have a perk now where my onks can level up. Should be pretty decent for the Dracula fight if I can get the ones that I put on him to level up. That'll be pretty strong. And I need to be pretty strong for Dracula because Dracula is a very tough customer, and he owes me money. I also finally found the secret to breaking down this wall. I just put a bunch of bonks on it and then it dies. I'm very normal about Capwolf, guys. I'm very normal. I've never said any strange things about Capwolf in my entire life. Capwolf goes on pretty fast. Ability to place onks on things is very useful for Moonite. I feel like it would probably not be that viable otherwise. Boss hunter is important. Paste down a bunch of onks because there's going to be some guys come and try to kill us. Stand at the back over here. These two onks are already level 1. Never mind, it's just the one. Now that one's level 2. quite like my Ankh build. It's good for scaling up to bosses. I don't know whether block rate or damage reduction is better. I feel like block rate is like gamble-y. And I'm not usually very big on gambling in games. Like, I like to have things I know I can do consistently. I value consistency. Put that there because we're gonna have some birds to deal with soon. I'm not entirely certain what's healing me. I wish I knew. Maybe I should read. But I like Deltarune too much to have that ability. There are a lot of hidden objectives, and I don't really know what they do, and I'm not really interested in doing them. I just want to win and survive. I've been on this difficulty for too long. I need to get off it. Boss Hunter. I need more Boss Hunter. I can deal with the grunts. I need more Boss Hunter. That's what I need. To lay down my Ankhs, put some in higher places because of the birds. The stupid birds that I hate. Of course, they're gonna be right up in my face, and I guess I don't really need it. I can just make these guys an extra big focus. Those guys are the most problematic. Stay away from the group so they don't get super mega obliterated. Boss Hunter. That's what I need. Ratatosker might give me a little bit of trouble, but I think I have enough Boss Hunter to take her down quickly. Yeah, she's easy. Why does Kingpin say that? Why does upgrading myself so I can beat the vampires more easily make me the real monster? I mean, I guess, you know, killing these guys instead of, like, unvampiring them is kind of not a good one. I kind of like the way they did perks in this. You kind of choose your build outside of the battle instead of choosing it while you're in the battle, which I think is pretty cool. And then the stuff you get just kind of enhances what you're already doing, so like, your ult doesn't really become useless. I still think Punisher ult is probably not great, but like, you know, I also like how we don't have the enemies that explode anymore. That was annoying. I hated those guys. The real monster is still you, Wilson Fisk. Getting level 2 pretty fast. Oh, there's a guy still. Moonlight in particular is very fun. I love this like build where you just shoot out a ton of Ankhs. It's very cool. Okay, now we go to the upper level. Gotta put an Ankh on the Ankh. Chain lightning. I think Iron Body is probably better. Let's kill some monsters. I can't just fly across. That's so lame. So this is where you would normally push up. I have made many vital stands with Penny Barker around this area, put some pretty decent nest locations around here. And I just gotta beat this guy with a rock and make him die. And now I gotta beat up all his silly little swords. bugs that I hate. Yes! I beat him, finally! Ooh. I just had to get enough damage on him to take him out before he could regen. Ah, that was peak. That was really fun. I did 9 million damage. That's probably pretty good for this difficulty level. Well, thanks for being here, I guess. See you guys whenever I have another video idea. Maybe when I do the next difficulty. Bye guys.